Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. In today's tutorial I'll be showing us how to draft an overbust or a Burstier corset pattern. So if this is what you're interested in, kindly watch this video to the end. So I'll be starting from the top of my paper here to mark out my chest line. So these are all the measurements I'll be working with. I'll be marking out my chest line. I'll mark out my apex of 9.5 inches, my length to underbust of 12.5 inches, my half length of 16.5 inches, my blouse length of 22 inches. I will mark the same point on the other side and draw a straight line. Now I'll be marking my shoulder measurement of 7.5 inches on my shoulder line and on my chest line. Then I'll draw a straight line to connect the 2 points together. So this is my armhole line, and on my armhole line I'll be coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope and divide what I have left into 2. Then on that midpoint I'll be going in by ½ inch. So I'm going to label each of these lines first so we don't get confused. My chest line, my apex, length underbust, half length, and my blouse length. So on my chest line now I'll be marking my bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll connect each of these points together. So this is it. Now I'll be marking my nipple to nipple measurement of 3.5 inches. I'll mark that from the top of my paper all the way to my blouse length. Then I'm going to draw a straight line. Then from my half length now I'll be marking 1 inch on both sides of this line all the way to my blouse length. 1 inch. Then I'll be connecting that 1 inch point to my apex like so. I'll be placing my curve, my pattern master this way. Now on my shoulder line I'll be going out by 1 inch on both sides of this line, and on my apex I'll be going up by ½ inch, and I'll be connecting the ½ inch point to the 1 inch point on my shoulder line like so. So this is it. Now I'll be marking my round body measurement divided by 4 and replace my 2 inches dart. I'll be marking my hip measurement divided by 4 also. I'll mark it, then replace my 2 inches dart. Then I'll connect all the points together. From my bust point to my round body to my hip. This is what we have. Now because we're going to be cutting out this dart on the shoulder, we need to replace it. So whatever measurement I have on my dart leg, I'll be replacing it after my armhole. So I'm going to be having a new armhole. So I'll be marking it like so. Whatever I have on my darts, I'll replace it after my old armhole to get a new armhole. So you can see what I'm doing. Then those points now I'll connect them together. So this here is my new armhole. I won't be making use of the old one again. So now I'll be marking my neckline, my neck width of 3 inches, and I'll be getting my shoulder slants. This is how I'm going to be getting it. Now I'll be marking my bust darts of 1 inch on both sides of my apex line. I'll be going in by 0.25 and connect that 0.25 point to the 1 inch on both sides of my apex line. So I'm just using my marker here to highlight all the points we've made. So now for our snatching, I'll be going in by 0.5. So this is because I'm doing 2 inches snatching. So if I'm working with doing a 2 inches snatching, I'll be going in from my side by 0.5. Then I'll be connecting it back to my bust measurement and back to my hip measurement. So if you are doing 3 inches snatching, that means you'll be going in by 0.75. I hope we understand that. So this is the new measurement I'll be working with. I'll be cutting out this old one. Then on my blouse full length, I'll be going up by 2 inches, so I don't have that sharp curve or sharp edge at the end of my blouse, I'll fold in this dart here so I can connect the hem of my blouse. So I'm going to be marking the neckline of this corset here, and for the center front I'll be using coming down by 7.5 inches, and on this side I'll be coming down by 5.5 inches. So I'll use my pattern curve to connect the point back to my armhole. So this corset here is going to have a sleeve. I'm going to be fixing a sleeve, so we're going to be having a sleeve extension. Now I'll be marking our overbust tightening of 1/2 inch on both sides, and I'll be connecting it back to the apex like this. Now I'm going to be measuring the leg of the dart to make sure it aligns with this. So when there's a shortage, I'll just connect it back to the center front like this. Then I'll be connecting the tightening back to the top of my shoulder dart. I'll use my marker to tighten it. Now for the sleeve extension on my shoulder, I'll be going in by 2.5 inches. On my shoulder slope, I'll be going in by 2.5 inches, and on this point I'll be going in by 1 inch and connect it. So this is my sleeve extension. Now we can have another line. We can divide our corset again into, can add another line to this part if we want. It can be slanted or straight, so we'll just mark it out and draw a straight line. So when cutting now, we'll be cutting through this part. So this is it. So we'll be creasing this part of our blouse. Now I'll be getting a straight line for our back pattern. So I'll just be marking a straight line. I'll draw it out so we can start working on our back pattern. So I'll be coming down by 2 inches from the top of our paper. I'll draw it out. This is because the front is longer than the back with 2 inches. Then I'll mark my chest line of 7.5 and my half length of 14.5. Then my blouse length of 20 inches. So the front blouse length is 22, but the back is 20 inches. So I'll draw out my line. Next, I'll be marking my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. I'll mark that on my chest line also and draw my armhole line. Then I'll mark my bust measurement divided by 4. I'll mark it out. I'll divide what I have on my armhole line into 2 and connect my armhole curve this way. So this is my chest line, this is my half length and my blouse length. Now I'll mark my round body measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for our back dart. Then I'll mark our hip measurement also divided by 4, and I'll connect all these points together. Now for the spacing at the back of our corset, I'll be going in with 1 inch at the top and ½ inch at the down and just connect it. Now you can do this how you want to do it, but just make sure it's not too wide at the back. So I'm going to be cutting out this part. Now for our snatching, I'll be going in with ½ inch because I'm doing a 2 inches snatching. So my round body here is 28.5. After snatching, I'll be having 26.5. Then I'm going to be marking my grommet bar of 2 inches or lacing bar. Then I'll divide what I have left by 2 to mark out my dart. I'll go up by 5, come down by 5 and mark out my dart leg. So my shoulder, I'll be coming down by 1 inch from my shoulder slope and be connecting it to my neck depth. Then I'll also be marking my sleeve extension of 2.5 inches, and I'll be going out by half inch after my dart leg. So this is it, guys. This is what we have, and this is where my eyelet is going to be on my lacing bar. So the part colored blue is where we'll be cutting out. When cutting, we'll cut out all these parts in our corset. So for the hem of our back blouse also, we'll be going up by 2 inches on this side and connect it back to the center back. This is to avoid sharp point on our blouse. So guys, if you find this video very helpful, kindly share this video to your loved ones. Click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you get updated anytime we post a video on this channel. Thank you. So this is what we have, guys. Our corset came out well. Thank you for watching and bye for now.